Although the Canon Digital Rebel XSi is a sophisticated camera, it's just a machine. It doesn't know what you're actually taking a picture of, and it can't really know which exposure settings are going to be the best in all situations. It's up to you as the photographer to keep your eye on the exposure and then to fine-tune the camera as necessary. A very easy way to modify how the camera's metering performs is with the auto exposure lock button. Under normal operation, the camera continually adjusts the exposure settings whenever the scene changes. For example, with aperture priority mode turned on, if you aim the camera towards something bright, like this sky, the shutter speed increases. If you aim it towards something darker, like these buildings, then the shutter speed goes down. Sometimes you want the camera to continually adjust the exposure settings as your scene changes, but other times you don't. For example, in this shot, we want the camera to expose for the buildings and not the brighter sky. Or this is what we'd get. Notice that although the buildings are the subject of our picture, they are underexposed because the camera didn't know any better. So by aiming the camera at the buildings only, we can let the camera pick the right exposure settings for the buildings, and then lock those settings in by pressing the auto exposure lock button. Now when we reframe the shot to include some of the sky in our picture, auto exposure lock will prevent the camera's exposure settings from changing when it detects the brighter sky. And so this is what our picture will look like instead of the underexposure we had before. For more great digital photography tips, be sure to check out www.larkbooks.com/digital. Thank you for watching and have fun shooting.